Okay, I'm attempting at making a video of where we're at today. Try to video catalog how far we come along on. I'm trying to be more sustainable living and growing more of our own food. Been doing this a couple of years. We've been at this property 2.5 years. Plus it's just nice to kind of catalog some of the flowers, some of the yarrow, ground cover, some daylilies. Shasta daisies are in bloom right now. It's one of my favorite plants, and I actually don't know the name of it. I got it in St. Louis. Would love to know. Those are the shutters my son built me out of some scrap wood. Those are pretty cool. Some people call this blazing star. I call it lattice. It's called multiple things. Absolutely love this flower this time of year. It's our fountain. We worked on the pump a long time this year. It's not coming out very much, but we're going to redo it next year. Some more daylilies. Some Carl Foster reed grass. Love that. Going to try to take the big bushes out next year and redo some of this, but considering there was nothing here but those big bushes when we first moved in, things seem pretty happy. Some more lattice. Got some hostas blooming. This is some two things of honeysuckle I've got up on some orbs. I need to get some mulch down over there. One thing is you'll see a lot of half-done projects. There's a lot always going on here, especially as we get down towards the chickens. There's a bee on some bee balm right there right now. Always something going on. I don't know if I can get him. Bees love bee balm. This catmint's having a time. I've seen a lot of hummingbirds in the catmint here. Now we actually have on this side of the house some hydrangeas. Those are very pretty. Those were here when we moved in. They're very beautiful. But I planted this chocolate mint and it's went crazy. But what I've been doing is pulling up big sections, because like this is oregano. There are some other herbs in here, but I've been putting it back in the chicken coop. Kind of helps the smell, and it's good for them. So I just pull up a handful every day. So I'm kind of letting it go crazy right now, and I've even moved it around a few spots. This is another type of honeysuckle going up the house here. I guess I should have showed you a view. House is actually, I'm going to make you dizzy doing this, but it's actually a long piece of property. Trying to use each piece, but this will make somebody dizzy. I'll have to edit this, but it's a long piece of property, so we have to really make use of the hillsides where we're at. We are on somewhat of a busy road here as you come up the street. It's also called the Loop. It's where people walk. And then as you get to the back, you feel like you're in the city in the front, and if you're in the back, you feel like you're a little more in the country, which it's a nice mix of both worlds. This is our neighbor's house here. They have a pretty property. It's always pretty. And this is what I call entering the compound when I drive up every day. We had this built, and we built it and we swing it open and drive in and out. I always joke we're entering the compound just for our dogs. That's my best friend, Amber. That's my son's dog, Huck. Amber's not been feeling well. We've been on vacation and she licked her paws, so they were bloody. Alright, so this is where it gets a little messy. We try to keep the front neat, the back's messy. Always projects going on. We have some rain barrel systems we put in. here. Please, I hope you don't see the garage. You're just not ready for that yet. But it works pretty good. And then there was nothing back here when we moved in. We do try to dry what we can on the line. And from the top of the hill, and we're gonna go down there and check out what's going on. We did just put this gate in. I guess we should check out the fairy garden while we're over here. And took an old red wagon. We had it in a old metal tub. We've got some chickens in our fairy garden, in a barn. It's pretty fun. The kids have liked that. Well, my kids are older, but they still liked it. These Shasta daisies are doing great. Got some lambs here. This is a giant reed grass, and that is coneflower. This is a wisteria tree. It's not in bloom right now. Elephant ears. I believe in growing food in the middle of your landscaping. I actually have a few things popping up front. I should have pointed them out. And there was nothing here when we moved in. We put everything in. The dogs drink out of the fountain. Some lambs here. I just cut down a bunch of stuff. There's some Russian sage, more coneflower. Amber, get over here. Leave everybody alone. I just pulled out some dill, or actually some garlic I just pulled this morning. It actually turned out pretty nice. I need to pull the rest of them out. Got a bunch of onions trying to come out of the ground now. Might get a picture. We got some globe thistle. I had to cut this burdock way down. I need the root in 3 years to make a tincture, but it was taken over. So it's looking sad. I've got this, I've got a couple different starts here of it, but I split it this year, but it's actually a red coneflower. It's pretty unique. Again, I grow food in the middle of the landscape. We've got some Russian sage here. And we've had a lot of weeds. We were on vacation for a week. We have a lot of weeds. But this is a pink bee balm. And this is a lime elderberry I found this year. This is basil. And I'm big into basil and dill. And we love to make tomato basil pies. So looks like this will be about ready. And when our first tomatoes are ready here shortly. And this giant reed grass is very pretty. And this looks bad because we just mowed, but we're putting in edging along the side, so it'll be lower maintenance, and I'll have to take another picture. There's always something going on. I hope to be able to do an update once a month so I can see what's growing when. It'll help me, and it also helps us see how far along we're coming. And this is a gate we found at a yard sale for $10. It came out of a horse pasture we put in. And that was my grandfather's swing. And we've had it here and enjoying it. We put all this in, so at least when we get it done, you won't be walking on grass when you get back to the barn. That's not done yet. I'm going to put some medicinal herbs in there. Now this I built for maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 bucks, but I fully believe in using your hillsides to grow your food in. And it was an easy way for me to throw that down. I personally did that. I need some help, but to be able to grow some extra stuff. And then from this view, you can see that's the house. That's where we came from. And this is what I've been working on. I'm trying to put all these zucchini and squash up in these beds. that we built on the side. I want to do one more tier next year. It'll go down to where the blueberry bushes are. Then I've got some work to do along this side. And so we just put all this in. As you come down, I put all this in. I messed up my drainage and had to put some drainage pipe in and redo it. But these elephant ears are happy. It's where the water runs. Actually, I need to probably take a couple of them out. But as you can